Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Rental Regrets. As always, I am your host, Victor Nub, and thankfully the cartridge that we are looking at today is working. I've had a couple of issues with it doing some weird things on the load screen there when you have Batman appearing, kind of just lagging out or freezing on that intro where you see him and then it kind of freezes. Not sure what's going on with that. I don't know if that was how it always did it or if this is just an issue I'm having with this cart since I bought it. Obviously, since we're doing this as a Rental Regrets episode, this is not a game I had as a kid. This is one that I bought off of eBay because I had rented it at one point in the past. So this game was developed and published by Sunsoft and released in the United States on February 13th of 1990. Obviously, as you can tell by the imagery that they're showing for this particular Batman video game, it's based on the 1989 movie of the same name. If you haven't seen the original Batman, I'm assuming you're actually a space alien from Mars, and we need to eliminate you. Or you're very young. Batman 1989, I guess I should specify, Batman 1989 was a transformative film as far as comic book movies. Obviously, we live in a world now where the modern cinema experience is basically dominated by comic book movies, but back in 1989, they really didn't have the clout that they do today, simply because the sole experience that I think most people had or remembered from that time probably would have been the Superman movies, which started really strong back in the 70s and then petered out around the time that Superman 3 and 4 came out, which were very low budge and low quality films that seemed to be more interested in making goofy characters than serious storylines. I will say that the third Superman movie I had nightmares about as a kid because they had that sequence, if you haven't seen the movie before. Basically, it's about a computer whiz played by Richard Pryor who helped develop this supercomputer for a bunch of rich goobers that wanted to take over all the banks in the world, I think is what the story was. It's been a very long time since I saw it, but the thing that used to give me nightmares when I was a kid was the fact that towards the end of the movie, the computer seemingly becomes sentient, and it eats one of the female cohorts in this gang of criminals, and envelops her in computer parts in a really grotesque manner, and she becomes a cyborg, and that used to give me nightmares as a kid. It was very scary. Now, that doesn't change the fact the movie was absolutely garbage, and they should have been ashamed for putting it out, but I remember it mainly for that. That has nothing to do with Batman. I'm not sure why I went off on this tangent. Batman, on the other hand, very good movie. Stuff like what I was talking about with Superman, however, kind of ruined the comic book genre for a very long time, and I think it was probably good 4 or 5 years before this one came out after the last one, which was Quest for Peace, and another equally ridiculous story. I think that one was about a radiation-based supervillain that could suck Superman's powers out through his fingernails? I don't know. It was dumb. It was a really dumb movie. The Batman that came out in 1989, however, it took a far more serious tone. Obviously, if anyone remembers the original film and the scuttlebutt about when it came out, no one was thinking it was going to be anything worth seeing simply because they had put Michael Keaton in the cowl. And Michael Keaton was mostly known at that time as a comedic actor. He had taken on such roles as, I believe, Mr. Mom had already come out, and what's the prison movie? Johnny Dangerously, I think is what it was called. I mean, he was a comedy actor, and this was, a serious, dark, brooding character that he was getting ready to play, and no one really thought that he could pull it off. Turns out he did a great job with that role. I think for the longest time, that was the version of Batman that everyone thought of. In fact, modern cinema seems to have this darker, more grim version of Batman in mind. You look at the Batman Begins version of the character, gruff, growling. Same with the Ben Affleck version. Obviously, the ones that played Batman after Michael Keaton gave up the role basically were playing similar versions of the Batman character. They had come a long way away from the version that you may or may not remember from the 60s TV shows. Oh, gotcha. If I'm not mistaken, that is supposed to be... I think his name's Firefly. They introduced characters in the game that were not in the movie. I think I found a sweet spot here. And they did that simply because the only villain that was in the movie, of course, was Joker. Serious villain, I guess, if you counted any of his goons, and I don't know if any of them are from the comics, but they had to juice up the game. There's only 5 levels as far as I know, and there are quite a few enemies from either Batman or in some other DC characters' cases from their rogues galleries. Deadshot's in the game, I believe Maxi Zeus is as well. They all act as low-level goons. I don't know if there's a ton of high-level, like, boss-type characters that are famous. I guess we'll find out if I make it all the way to the end, which is not a guarantee. Again, I think I may have rented and played this exactly one time. I know I played it. The one that I played far more often, and we will certainly look at that at some point in the future, would be the sequel, which I think I had talked about briefly in the Fester's Quest episode of Nub's Collection. That one has just a fantastic soundtrack. If you're not going to like the game for anything else, the soundtrack was certainly worth mentioning. This one, not great. I mean, it's okay. I'm not offended by it. Oh, I thought I shorted that. Now, a nice thing about this game is you obviously do a lot of using bat weapons, and they give you 3 of them. They give you like a bangarang. Yeah, they give you Peter Pan's catchphrase from the movie Hook. They give you a batarang. They give you a what looks like a rocket launcher, for lack of a better explanation of what it is. And they give you what the instruction manual and I believe the Wikipedia article that I kind of perused before I came live with this video, they refer to the final weapon as the Batpoon. I think maybe they should have rethought that one. I really need some life, guys. I know there's only 5 levels, but boy, I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way to the end if I can't get some more life. Alright, so let's do this one. I won't consider myself a dyed-in-the-wool expert on all things Batman, but I don't know if he carried a whole lot of pocket missile launchers as part of his Caped Crusading ways. Now, one of the cool things is I don't think there is a grappling gun. At least I'm not seeing it. No. Not that. But you do have the ability to jump off of walls. Like that. There we go. Oh! I pressed down and start at the same time. Boy, that gets me so often. I gotta figure out a way to fix that. Yeah. I think we'll do it with this. Oh, I hit it. Got it. Made the jump. Really need some life here, guys. I'd love to know what the first video game was that decided that a good way to represent health is to have little hearts. Oh, nope, this is not the way. I do like that you can short jumps to try to control where you are landing when you bounce off a wall. That's an interesting idea. It actually works fairly well. Gonna do another one? Gotcha. Kind of like just using the fists, while the batarang and the other associated weapons are pretty useful. Just beating thugs up with your fists is actually pretty satisfying. No idea how to do this. Maybe just bounce off the ledge here. Hey, that's... Ow! I still hit the roof. I got it! No, I'm dead. Oh, that was close. Alright, this is going to be tricky. I think I can do it. Hey! Nailed it! I don't know what the bees are doing. Because it looks like there's different symbols for the... well, the ammo recharges. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Alright, here we go. Oh, I made it! Oh, cool. Thank you for the health. I am not touching that. Alright, I'm guessing this is a boss. Let's put on the batarangs. Nope, not a boss. Yeah, I was saying I wasn't really feeling the music, but I like the pause for the beat here. Doo, 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 doo. Can I hit this thing? I can. Let's do that. It is not dying, and this is a very expensive move. Okay, screw it. No! Oh boy. Alright. Let's do this weapon. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what the bees are. I guess they're just bonus points. Ah, boy. Let's do this and see what it takes me to. Alright. I don't think I can get underneath those, nor would I want to. It looks like there's more blades underneath it. I'm doing this game's version of the Bat-Tusi. Nope, that ain't it. Let's attack him. That'll work. That'll work. Alright, let's see if I can get to that. There we go. I need health gain. Alright, so this didn't work. Maybe this will? No? I don't know what I gotta do to kill these things. Maybe I can? Don't get hit! Oh, nice. Ah! I was like, I'll bounce off the wall before I get into any trouble. I'll be fine. And then I hit a bunch of spinning saw blades. An important question must be asked. If it involves any kind of trap set up by Joker, how does he get any of that done? It seems like he spends more time mugging and coming up with ways to make bad jokes before killing people than he does actually setting up traps. And his goons are never intelligent people. They're always idiots. So they're not the ones setting the traps. Which also begs the question, do villains ever sleep? Ow! Okay, I need you to let me up. There we go. I got him. Whew. All right, so can I control my fall? Yes, I can. Let's do it like that. Not like that. Cool. All right. Anything over here that's useful? Hey! That's a no. Get over here. Get. All right. I guess there was a way down. Just not a safe way. We're gonna try this. This is probably a terrible idea. I was right. This is a terrible idea. I have no idea how to make this jump safely. That was definitely not it. Oh, come on. I punched him in the face. And why is Batman exploding into a flaming ball of fury when he dies? I mean, is it safe to assume that's because he coated his suit in some kind of flammable material so that if he died, he would just kill everyone? Which seems to go against most interpretations of Batman's one rule. Can I get under? I cannot get under. And I can't slide. There is no sliding in this game. Oh, come on! I hate you. Alright, we're going this way. Owie! I knew it was going to hurt me and then I did it anyway. Alright, we're not going that way. That's not safe. That's not safe. That's really not safe. Alright, so we're gonna... No. We're going to change weapons. There we go. Oh, precious life. Ah, crap. I have to go this way anyway. That sucks. Alright, so I have not found a good way to fall yet. Not safely. Unless it's not that. There's a mechanic there that I'm not getting right. I got that one now. Alright. I don't know what supervillain that was supposed to be. Running guy. I'll get you next time, Batman! I'll see you soon, running man. Wow! I need... Ow, come on. Got that one. Alright, cool. I can... I was like, I think I can figure this out and then immediately die. Alright, I guess continue? Alright, good. They're not putting me way back. Let's see how many... Okay, I didn't lose any of my power-ups. Alright, so the challenge is getting to the end of this level without losing a ton of life. And knowing that these things can't be killed. Alright, alright. Alright, so we gotta go this way. Gotcha. Go. This isn't gonna be timed right! Oh, yes it is. Yes it is! Ew! I made it! Cool. I did not make it that time. Oh. I'll give the game one thing. My heart is racing right now because of the closeness of some of these jumps. So it wins bonus points for this. Nothing else. Alright, let's see if I can get this right. I got it! I figured it out. You jump straight up and then you can control your jump a little bit better. This sucks. Ow. Man. This is what I get for talking. Focus on the action. Oh, no, you don't. I wonder if I can milk these guys for some life. That would help going into the boss. They do come back. And these guys are idiots. There we go. Look at that. That's the ticket. Yes, that's the ticket. I will say this, from what little I remember about the Batman games on Nintendo, I do remember that the second game, and I'm sure we'll find this to be the case when we play it in a future episode, had a power-up system. And the way that it worked is, as long as you didn't either take a hit or die, I'm not sure which was the case, you kept building consecutively stronger weapons. Now, being a Sunsoft game, that sounds right up their alley. They love making it so that you have weapons that get progressively more overpowered as long as you don't get hit. Ah! Uh-oh. Oh, no. Boy, we're off to a terrible start already. I need to get rid of one of them. I got it. Let's do this. What's the matter with me? Oh, cool. Cool. Very cool. I can do this. Oh! Maybe. Can I hit both? I can hit both. Just keep doing this. This is safe. Alright, so now I gotta get up above. I'm guessing I gotta hit the blue button. So let's look at the pattern of the laser beams. I don't know if there is a pattern. Alright, so that was right. Good. Oh! Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Let's do that. See if it's... Okay, so there's a blue button I gotta hit. Let's swap to the strongest one I got. I guess that's the bat poon. Ah, I didn't mean it. Boy, the window is tight! I wonder if I gotta get all the way over the edge and then just kind of fire through the opening. Maybe that's the trick on this. Except it's kind of slow. Not sure what I gotta do here. Can I throw a batarang and it not come back to me? Doesn't look like it. Can I just walk up to it? Ah! I can. I found the sweet spot. So just keep punching it. Oh, no, I didn't find the sweet spot. I was just punching nothing. Haha! Beat you! You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? It's just a thing I like to say to all my prey. And then he shoots Bruce Wayne in the chest. Ah! Boy! I have no idea who that's supposed to be. I'll tell you who he is, though. Kicking my ass, man. I can't... I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Nothing was working. Alright, let's try the heavy hitter. Okay, well, get away from him. That's the key. Don't fight him at all. That sounds like the Batman way. Can I touch this? I cannot touch this. Ah. Alright, so I guess I could jump off that? I can! Oh! Get a better jump. Alright, there we go. Come on. Come on, Froggy. There you go. Goodbye. No, stop chasing! No, this is bad. Bad Froggy. I'm screwed. I can't get away from them and I can't kill them! Alright, I think we're gonna stop there because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through this level if those things can't be hit and they're way, way too fast to get away from. Some final thoughts on it, and obviously this was one of the shorter episodes, but it turns out this is actually one of the shorter games as well. We were already more than halfway through the game. I like the idea that you have multiple different weapons that you can use, but they all seem to be functionally similar. The only one that really had anything different to it was the batarang, which obviously you threw out and then it kind of came back to you. But the missile and the one that kind of split into 3 missiles were basically the same thing, just had a wider range of damage for the third one, which cost the most of your bullets, I guess is what you would call them. The music is it's not great. The graphics aren't bad. There was a little bit of flicker. The environment's very dark, which fits the theme of Batman, certainly the 1989 movie version of Batman, which was a very dark movie. I think maybe if they had more levels, and the third one, which is always seemingly with Nintendo games, the blocker level where you can't seem to make any real progress, this would have been a great game. As it is, I think it's kind of so-so. My regret as far as this game, I would have to say, is regretting spending the money to look at it today. Between this and Batman 2 The Return of Joker, or maybe it's just called Batman The Return of Joker, the sequel is definitely the better of the two games, and we will see that in a future episode because I do plan to pick it up and take a look at it. I don't know if there were a whole lot of superhero-based games that I looked at on the regular Nintendo. I think more so on the Super Nintendo is when I really started digging into those kinds of characters. I wasn't really a comic book reader as a kid. So my experience with Batman almost certainly was from the 60s TV show, reruns that they would show on TV back in the 80s, and then the movie when it came out in 89. This is an okay game. Not great. And I think certainly it's a little bit too short if you only have 5 levels. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Rental Regrets. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.